Hi and welcome to Healthy Life Hacks. I'm Jefferies, the present day wise woman, a realistic naturopath coming to you from the surfing beaches of Australia. This podcast is for those of you who are wanting to really rock your life and health and live from a place of prevention. Let's get into today's episode. Jan, what do I need? There are so many magnesiums out there. It's like a minefield. Like seriously, I'm trying to work out what I need. What do I need? Magnesium is a minefield. There are so many types of magnesium, and it's a mineral that, is utilized by our body in so many different ways. And even just like literally, it's the first mineral that we burn up when we stress out. It's an incredibly high demand kind of mineral. And what people don't realize is that all minerals run kind of in relationship to each other, like in a ratio, like sodium and potassium run together. Copper and zinc run together. Calcium and magnesium run together. So just taking a magnesium supplement all the time is not always a good thing. So I wanted to touch on this a bit because depending on the ratios to each other, that can determine how the body is responding to what's going on in life. So for instance, calcium and magnesium, it's essential for heart function. And it's the calcium that helps your heart contracting, and the magnesium helps the heart to relax. So between the two, it gives us a healthy heartbeat. Or another one, this is an easy visual. Imagine that the majority of calcium lives outside the cell walls, okay? And if you're wanting to lose weight, this is an important one. So calcium lives outside the cell walls, and magnesium lives on the inside. Now, magnesium is needed in the right ratio for that kind of like the gateway to open and for that active transport of calcium across the cell membrane to produce energy. And the body's producing energy, it's burning up things. So if you've got an imbalance between calcium and magnesium, you can take the calcium supplement till the cows come home and it's not going to help you lose weight like a lot of people try to cash in on and do. So it's a ratio of minerals that's more important to us as naturopaths. So look, there's heaps out there to understand, and heaps of types of magnesium and all supplements, which is why some of us go to college for years and years and years and do the study to understand it. So if I think about what are the basics, this is an easy way to think of what the different magnesiums are. Let's start with magnesium sulfate. So magnesium sulfate is Epsom salts. You might have heard of it. Epsom salts is the one that, they'll sell in the supermarket for a couple of bucks a box. Great for aches and pains. It's the one that I use all the time when I want to soak in the bath. I soak in the bath and take it up for aches and pains in my muscles. That's magnesium sulfate. The next one is magnesium glycinate, and that's when they get magnesium and they pair it with amino acid glycine. Now, this means it's easier absorbed, and it's a perfect one for sleep and stress. And it's the one that's also starting to get a bit of exposure for helping to manage blood sugar levels. Okay, so that's magnesium glycinate. Now, magnesium citrate, that's the one that's used in, if you go to the doctor and they give you a drink for some kind of testing, it's a laxative. That thing it's like a dose of salt. It will run through you like runny poo in a big way, but it's also relaxing and it's also good for muscle cramps. Okay, if you're getting muscle cramps, it's also good, but you've got to watch how much you use. Otherwise, you're going to get a runny bum. That's the truth. Then we've got magnesium phosphate. So magnesium phosphate, again, great for relaxing muscles, excellent for cramping in muscles. And it's one of the ones that's found in most of your executive stress kind of formulas. Okay, and I'm actually a bit of a fan of those executive stress kind of formulas. Magnesium oxide is used to treat things like migraines, constipation. Again, it's going to give you a bit of a runny bum, and it's one that's a bit harder to be accessible to your body. Magnesium in general can be a bit hard to be accessible to your body, but magnesium oxide is right up there with that. Now, magnesium chloride, this is your relaxing magnesium, okay? And there was even a 2008 study that was done, and it found that it even helped rock oysters relax. How they tested rock oysters relaxing, I don't know, and I don't want to think about, but magnesium chloride is excellent to help you relax. Magnesium malate is the one where they pair magnesium with malic acid, and this one really helps to balance blood sugar levels. It's also useful for moods. It's useful also for muscle pain. So that's magnesium malate. Now, magnesium taurate, this is one that's usually used for high blood pressure, okay, and heart health in general. So if you've been to the doctor and you've had some kind of high blood pressure and stuff going on and they put you on a magnesium, it's usually a magnesium taurate. As you can see, there is a ton of different magnesiums, and ideally we still get our magnesium from our foods. We do. So I thought I'll rattle off a few of my favorite foods that are rich in magnesium. The first is spinach, dark green veggies. The darker green, the better. It can have 78 milligrams of magnesium per half a cup of boil. The thing is, if you're cooking, boiling or steaming, you have to do it with the lid on, because otherwise magnesium is a water-soluble nutrient that is lost in the steam. Okay, and definitely gone into the water. So if you're going to boil veggies or steam veggies, you want to drink the water after it to get those kind of minerals. Cashews, 74 milligram per 30 grams. So 30 grams is not so many dry roasted cashews. But again, when the roasting, depending on how they've been processed, they may not be as rich as that in magnesium. Black beans are a no-brainer, are dead easy. 60 milligrams per half a cup of cooked black beans. I'm a vegetarian. Black beans are one of my favorite. They've also got about 7 or 8% of protein per 100 grams. They're a great all-round food. Edamame, 50 milligrams per half a cup of cooked and shelled. Again, cooked. If they've been cooked in water, steamed, you want to drink the water as well so that you don't miss out on that. Salmon, not farmed salmon. Salmon as in wild caught happy salmon, 24 milligrams per about 100 grams of cooked salmon. So salmon's a good source. Peanut butter, but just peanut butter, not one that's been combined with crappy oils, just literally peanuts ground, peanut butter. You're getting about 49 milligram per 2 tablespoons. And then brown bread, whole wheat bread, 46 milligrams, 2 slices. I find it really interesting that, whole wheat bread contains magnesium. White bread leaches magnesium out of your body because it's rich in phytates. So close to nature, wherever possible, and pull up the most amount of nutrients. So what is the answer? In the perfect world, you go and see a practitioner for what you really need specifically. But in the general rule, you might be able to benefit from a magnesium supplement if you're experiencing things like headaches, muscle cramping, from over-exercise and things, or just exercising in general, muscle cramps at night, fatigue, constipation, stress, blood sugar issues, etc. There's a load of day-to-day life imbalances that will benefit from magnesium. So obviously, heading over to the show notes, healthylifehacks.com.au, and check out the list of those magnesium-rich foods is a place to start. But I love to think that things can be done just with food alone. However, I also am very realistic, and I know that sadly, so many nutrients have been farmed out of our soil. Organic doesn't necessarily mean nutritious. We want the nutrients, but we also want to make sure that our body is in a place to be able to absorb them. So I hope that's a help. Magnesium can be a minefield, but it doesn't have to be. I want to thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed my podcast, please let me know by leaving a review on Apple Podcast. Every month, I draw one lucky person who leaves a review on Apple Podcast to have a free 1-hour consultation with me. Be sure to subscribe to the show wherever you're tuning in from so that you always catch the next episode. And if you would like to receive a free copy of my Feed Your Body ebook, simply click the link in the comments below. Join my newsletter and we will get that free ebook sent to you. I welcome your emails, and you can write to me at podcast@healthylifehacks.com.au. Until next time, remember, when it comes to life, live it, love it, and get on with it.